causal body is the energy body that holds memory from other lifetimes. And this energy body stores information, heightened emotional information that went through in different lifetimes, parallel realities, or past or future that we would like to call it. So, which are happening at the same time. So the soul retrieves that information and creates a memory of it. Now, development of your divine skills are the primary focus of the causal body. The causal body is the higher octave of energy that brings in the energy into the astral body, and then from the astral body it comes down into the mental, emotional, etheric, and physical. So when we bring in energy from above, it travels through the causal body. The causal body also has angelic beings that operate at those higher levels. Those higher levels are there to assist us to expand in evolution. So as the cosmos is moving through time and space, and we have the solar system that supports us in this, which is the universal clock, the causal body operates in a timely manner with the planets, which are also angels, to create certain karmic patterns for us to realize in this lifetime. So it is like a clock that says at 33 years old, you're going to experience this event. Or at 50 years old, you're going to have this shift taking place. And in that, we also experience mental patterns that we have decided to experience in this lifetime, emotions that are stored there. And during this time period, the past 3 months, we have been really moving through the causal body. So maybe the past 2-3 months you felt very closed off from your spiritual connection. Maybe you haven't been feeling it as much. Maybe you've been working on yourself, but still something's not really fully there. You've been feeling absent, or something is missing in that space. So sometimes we go through this time of contraction. And during that time of contraction is when the causal body starts to download lots of energy from the higher dimensions. And as that energy starts to come in, the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body may not be able to handle these higher octaves of energies. So during this time period, it's like, okay, retrieve and go into your hybrid mode, or go into your hermit mode to kind of go through what is coming up to the surface. What is coming up for you to the surface? What emotions are you feeling? What mental patterns are you feeling? So the subconscious mind starts to become more, you start to become more aware of your subconscious mind. You start to have your conversations with yourself at a clearer level, and you start to realize the shifts that are taking place as you address these energies. I mean, every single one of you, I'm sure, had a time where you start to talk to yourself and you realize something, and it just clicks in, and an energetic shift takes place, and an opening takes place within your electromagnetic field or your energy fields. So energy coming from above down through us, integrating deeper through the lower centers. So when it starts to travel down, it triggers our solar plexus. Why the solar plexus? Because the solar plexus is the bridge between the lower realms and the higher realms of belief systems. Because the solar plexus has the personality's beliefs, the ego mind, and it battles for itself that those beliefs that as a personality you have created are more valid than the higher mind. So the higher mind wants to kind of, it's a higher mind's job to kind of flow into that space and for us to allow it in. But our personality could be strong and says, no, this is how I used to operate, this is how I know, and this is the way it is. So the surrendering part comes in, and this is the time where we actually been shifting where we can get to surrender. So the first 3 months of this year already, we've been shedding. And the year of the snake, we're shedding. So we're going to continuously shed, just at different levels of energy. So as we continue to shed this energy in the next 3 months or 6 months, the last 4 months of this year, what was shown is going to be actually a very heightened energy. We're going to see lots of awakening taking place in the world that people are stepping into spirituality or stepping into a higher dimension of understanding multidimensionalism, and those that are operating already in that direction of the higher octave will start to operate at the 12th chakra system. So awareness is going to start becoming more expanded. So what's happening is collectively we're going through this space of the causal body and releasing the causes of existence, the causes of trauma, the cause of your behavior from this lifetime, as it is also being transmuted from other lifetimes. So in other lifetimes, you could have been a monk, a Buddha, or a self-realized being, a Saint Germain, or any ascended master, whatever resonates to you. And during those time periods, those gifts are coming through online right now. So in order for them to come online, we have to let go what is not serving us. Or better yet, we have to integrate of what we thought who we are and let go of who we are not. So as we let go of who we are not, we're creating more space of who we truly are on the celestial level to enter into our body. So the causal body has two fields, an upper causal body and a lower causal body. And both of them resonate to the mind grid. So mind grid, I label the mind grid as the collective belief system of Earth. So every single one of us know that, okay, this is a mic, that's everywhere you go in the world. This is a sweater or a shirt. And we have definitions that everybody knows, right? A table. And then you have belief systems that refer to you and how you perceive the world from childhood, from your family members, your surrounding places. So those beliefs are the ones that we want to transmute right now, or are coming up to the surface to be transmuted fully. How many of you have been feeling like there is lots of energy that's been flowing through, where you've been feeling lots of pressure or chaotic energy, but yet you feel okay, but yet you're feeling all these different dimensions coming in, and one day you feel fine, the next day you're not, or a few minutes later you're feeling great, and then a few minutes you're not, or you're being somebody else is triggering you very easily. The astral body, what sustains our physical body, it actually sustains out of four bodies. So we have the physical body, we have the etheric body, which is the closest layer to our physical body. When you look at a person and you stare at them for a long period of time, you kind of see a white silhouette or some sort of outline. That's the etheric body. Okay. Then we have the emotional body, the mental body. These four create the astral body. Okay. So the astral body, when it comes whole, so all these four energy bodies spin at a certain vibrational frequency, they unite. And when they unite, that creates a full illuminated spirit. And that spirit then unites with the causal body. And the causal body now is the gateway to the higher dimensions, where you receive higher energies of the soul and the oversoul. And the causal body also allows you to tap into parallel realities, past or future lives, and download the qualities of those self-realized ascended selves into this moment. So as we tap into the causal body, it is a multidimensional experience, and that is where the conscious awareness has to come in. It is sometimes we might feel these connections to the causal body, feels great, but it is sustained through creating and building your antakarana, or your fluorescent tube of light. That fluorescent tube of light, when it enters the body and solidifies itself, it will actually flow through you, but it will anchor in the solar plexus area. That's why the communication, telepathic communication that we have with people, it's on the solar plex level, which is the lowest level of telepathy. Then we have the other part of telepathy, which is true telepathy, is utilizing the third eye and working through that dimension, where you already become a master of that space, where you choose of how you connect and what you perceive without having flashes of perception. So when the antakarana light is fully anchored in, that means the lower three chakra systems have risen up and you're operating from the heart space. So now when you start to operate from the heart space, your whole endocrine system will actually shift as well. You will not know what it is to be sick or what it is to feel a low vibration. So during this time period, this year, we're going through this shift where we're stepping into a higher octave to perceive the reality from a higher dimension. So we're becoming telepathic beings where technology that we have today is basically a reflection of our consciousness in action. So we will be able to operate telepathically, and that's where the children are coming in, will come online. And when that generation starts to fully become active, that's when we'll see a full transformation of our Earth itself. Because it might seem like it's a long time, 500 years, but 500 years on a cosmic level, it's not a long time. So those 500 years from now, we will see a complete telepathic society, because we're coming back to who we truly are. Our 24th chromosome level is being activated, which is the 24th chromosome levels allows us to become multidimensional. So we become aware of our energy bodies. So we're becoming sensitive right now. We're feeling things, but we're not understanding what we're feeling, or certain sparks we're having. Like, it feels amazing when we're by ourselves, and then we come back into society. We feel that we were hit off energetically. So we're kind of zapping in and out of these dimensions. But to really, truly find a balance in that, this is where mastery comes in, and dedication and diligent, consistent daily practice is needed. And you have to understand how the energy bodies operate and the relationship between them, the rotational spin between them, and how they all unite within the physical body, the mind, the heart, the intellect, how all those concepts kind of merge into one field. So the course, I'm not sure if it was already announced or not, but I will be starting another 6-week course. And in that 6-week course, I go through all the energy bodies. So we go from reconstructing the physical body, healing and activating, aligning the physical body. Then we step into the energy bodies. And in the energy bodies, we work with each energy body individually, transmuting and activating them, expanding them vibrationally, raising them, and aligning them so we can adjust them fully with our antakarana, or the fluorescent tube of light, and bringing them all into harmonious spin with the causal body. So those that took the courses, they have people that took the course 5-6 times, and it's still, you learn something new from it. This is something that I've been working on myself from 2004 till about 2016, until I started to teach this stuff. So the course will go through that. And then there's another part that's going to be starting, is one-on-one coaching. The one-on-one coaching program, I was just guided to do this a few weeks ago. The one-on-one coaching program will sustain out of 10 to 12 people. I'm going to be taking on only. And it will be a full year program. So that full year program will sustain out of one-on-one calls that I will be working with you. And then every 2 to 3 months, there will be a retreat for that whole year. So we'll have about 4 or 5 retreats throughout the year, which will help you sustain your energy bodies. As we do this work one-on-one, it will help you harness in and solidify the energy bodies. Usually it takes about 9 months to hold a certain frequency vibration. I mean, it takes 9 months for women to give birth, right? So what we're doing through that whole year, we're maintaining a vibration at a high frequency, so the energy bodies will sustain them, so they will expand and hold that space, so they don't contrast back. And each individual has their own programming and their own way of doing things. So that's why I will be doing one-on-ones and guiding each individual to actually create a solidified human being, meaning all your energy bodies will merge with your physical body, so you can become the multidimensional being, not for the perspective of the ego, but the perspective of self-realization towards the soul. See, the personality has its own ideas of what self-realization is, and then the higher mind has a different idea of what self-realization is. So we kind of have to realign, readjust the personality to align with the higher mind. So all of that takes time, and it's basically just like going to the gym. You have to build your physical body. By practicing and sitting in meditative space, you're building your light body.